Welcome everybody to ALR Lockdown Laps number 12. I'm joined with Sean as usual because he's a mess. And he's going to be racing today, which is going to be even more a mess. Let me just get the stream sent out, because who wants to tweet shit these days? Nobody tweets nowadays, mate.
Oh.
Nobody tweets, so I'll just... One sec, I'll just get the stream comments open so that I can, there's my face, not my face,
I got excited then.
Alright, we've got to hope that our young lights and Sam and McLaren, so Ginger Rage is in the ass, oh dear.
I love it, the ass. So Knowlesy, what's going on today?
It's the race relay, mate.
Oh, excellent. How does that work?
Basically, you're in teams of two. Sorry, mate. So basically, everyone's in a team of two. One person goes around the track. I'm going to type out into the comments as well, so everyone can see it in the comments too. But yeah, don't ready up just yet. We've got to wait for somebody.
Okay.
We're basically everybody is in pairs. One person goes round. The other person will stay on the grid. When your teammate pits, you can go for the next lap. So effectively, you need to pit every other lap. Sean, you now need to spectate. Because we've got an odd number, so Fireshot needs to pick the ass, and so we'll basically have to wait to see. Stop putting emojis in the chat. We'll basically have to you have to basically pit one car every lap, and one car goes round every lap. So you basically alternate who's going round on which lap until the end. And obviously it's a race. You've got to beat the other constructors to the finish line. And see who comes out on top, really. We'll just wait for Fireshot to pick his car.
I quite like that. This is a really good idea, actually. Hats off. I'm quite looking forward to this because it's actually Formula 1 is always like kind of like dubbed. It's not a team sport, really, is it? So this is actually kind of oh my God, Emerson's put cake in now. Formula 1 is usually dubbed not a team sport, but I think this is going to be a team play today, isn't it, Knowlesy? I love a good teamwork. Yes, I do. By the way, no smoking. That's my emoji I'll put in the comment section. So yes, we are now a smoking free zone, everyone, so please no tobacco or anything like that. Sorry, Knowlesy, you have to put your vape out.
Yeah,
but you can have Monster. So we're just waiting for Fireshot, pick your car. What's up? Lights just said sup. What's up, Lights? Hope you're all today. That kid's talented, I've got to say. I love his design stuff. Really good stuff indeed.
Very talented.
I know.
Very talented. Unlike yourself, mate.
I know. Charles, actually, I woke up in such a horror, and like literally about when you rang me about, what was it, 10 minutes ago, I was like, fuck! Oh! I mean, bloody hell! I was like, oh Christ!
I didn't realise I got qualifying on. I need to put qualifying off.
What made it worse was I was actually sorting out my TP links, so I kind of fell asleep halfway through doing them. So I've like woke up with like an imprint of like a plug on my forehead. So that's not good either.
Alright, we're just waiting for Fireshot to pick a car, really.
Oh, he's got his mic in.
Well, you need to communicate with your teammate, obviously. So Sam, Young Lights, obviously Granty and Emerson, and NUF1 and Fireshot. You need to communicate with your teammates to let them know who's going first. Obviously, it's quite self-explanatory after that. You can probably guess. Who's going to be needing to pit, who's going to be sitting on the grid. But to start with, you need to tell your teammate, or at least comment and tell your teammate who's going to go first off the start finish line, and who's going to wait until they come back round.
The Young Like's very subtle there. Fireshot, can you choose your team? You Balland.
Balland, yeah. What's a balland? Okay.
Balland.
Yeah. Anyway, we're ready to go now. Anyway, if anybody wants to ready up, that would be quite helpful. And then we can get it.
Oh no, I can't.
No, you can't. You're spectating already, mate. I've forgotten how to do this. How do I
How do you want, my good man?
I don't know. Oh, no, I'll tell you what. Now I remembered how to do it. Now I need to save it. I'm doing something completely different. Sorry.
I was getting really excited then. I was expecting, like, you know, something like really cool to pop up on your screen. I was like really like, oh my god.
Right, we're underway. We're at Australia, mate.
Oh,
Matt.
put another shrimp on the barbie.
That's the one. Put another shrimp. Is there a shrimp emoji, Sean? Get a shrimp emoji in the chat, would you? Somebody do it quickly.
I do have an emoji of something that I usually refer to as my male genitalia. Is that any good?
That's a banana, mate. You need a shrimp. You said put a shrimp on the barbie, not a banana on the barbie.
Anyway, hang on a minute.
We're just waiting for everyone to load their setups, and then we'll find out who's going to go, who's going to stay, and we'll get going once Sam and Granty have loaded their setups. Maybe it's going to rain later on in this race. You never know.
Well,
it's 5 whole laps. You never know. It might be raining right at the end of the race. We'll find out in a minute. So yeah, it's going to be 3 of them get going, and 3 of them will stay on the grid, and we'll have to find out who's going to be who. Emerson's in the lead as all the lights are on. All the lights are now off, and 4 of them have gone. Well, Samuel, what are you doing? Oh, that's a point. I need to turn rules and flags off because they're going to get disqualified for sitting on the grid. You have to move slightly. You'll have to move a little bit because otherwise you'll get disqualified. Samuel, move your car. Otherwise you'll get disqualified. Sorry, I didn't think about this. I will change it for the next one. But up in front, don't get disqualified, guys. Up in front, we've got young lights in the McLaren doing a great job. He got disqualified. So we might as well write this one off. We'll just have a quick race around Australia before we sort it out. Samuel's not got disqualified yet, so he's doing a good job. Oh, this is good, isn't it? It looks like McLaren might win it. Oh, Sam got disqualified as well. Yeah, if anybody wants to retire from the session...
lights in the wall! Sorry to interrupt you.
It's alright. It's already fucked, this session. So if everyone just retires, Emerson and UF1, if you could retire. I forgot to turn the rules off. I'm so sorry, mate.
Apology accepted. By the way, can we take a quick moment to appreciate Emerson's beautiful helmet?
Oh yes, let's ride on board with this beautiful helmet.
Very red. I gotta say,
they've just carried on. First of all, they were meant to pit anyway, and now they've just carried on. just retire the car. Just retire the car. We're starting again. For goodness sake. Yeah, all right. We're gonna sort that out and restart because yeah, that was a nightmare. Well done to NUF1 for winning a lap. By the way, NUF1 and Emerson, you are meant to pit at the end of the lap and wait for your team. Obviously, we couldn't do it because your team was disqualified. But you're meant to pit at the end of the lap and then wait for your team to go. And then you can basically reverse when the rules are off as well. You'll be able to reverse back to the grid and wait for them to come round. So yeah, we'll just wait for everyone to look at the wonderful standings. Everyone did a great job in that race. 3 disqualifications and 3 DNFs. Well done, everybody. Fantastic racing as usual. Get in there, Lewis, from Brandon. Well done. Yeah. Calculated to perfection. What a win that was. So yeah, we'll carry on hopefully with another race that's a bit better. We'll find out. We're just waiting for people to
turn the rules off.
Yeah, cheers, Sam. Yeah, thanks, Sam. Yeah, I realised that. I realised that when 3 people got disqualified on the first lap. so
quick shout out to Grant as well for finishing bottom. Good hustle.
Well done, Granty. Yeah, finishing last. Good job. I mean, great place. Oh, 6th place, mate. It's not bad. Think of it.
It's a hard job finishing
20.
last.
Right, let me sort this out. I'm going to put Australia back in at the top. Oh, I can't. Why can't I move it up?
Well, that's rude, isn't it?
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh,
well,
gosh,
it's just going to be at the end
really
now.
annoying me.
Fuck this.
Hang on, right, that's it then.
Let me change rules and flags off. Right, rules and flags are off. We're going to China. Let's ready up and go. Well, we've already done a round, which is a great job.
That's a bit risky, isn't it? Ooh. But then again, let's not go down that route, shall we?
Let's go to China. Let me just check that everything's correct.
let's just check
rules
to make sure that the bar is actually
got. Right. Okay, we're ready to go. Ready up, and we'll get going again. We'll try again this time. Hopefully, it'll work. Please.
Please.
Don't forget, you've got to pit at the end of every lap. So whoever's the driver who's doing the lap has to pit at the end of that lap and wait for the teammate to then go around off the grid and then finish that lap as well, and then in the pits. And rotate around until the checkered flag.
I gotta say that's gonna be quite difficult, actually, isn't it? Like, because it's quite hard to like remember to go in the pits. Well, it is for me.
Well, it isn't for you. You pit every lap, pretty much, don't you, mate?
Oh, no, that's my racing line, yeah. But as I found out on my league race on Wednesday, that I forgot to pit. So I was like, fuck. Yep. Another great day at the office.
Yeah, well, because the rules are off now, then obviously you can pit, and then whilst your teammate is going round, you can then reverse back to the grid or to the start finish line, and obviously they won't be able to hit you because they'll be going into the pits at the end of the lap as well. So yeah, we'll try it again at China now. Wait for everyone to load their setups again, and and we'll be away, Sean. We'll be away.
Oh, yes. Well, Sam has just asked the question, but you've answered it very nicely, Knowlesy. So right in there, on it like a car bonnet.
I read the comments sometimes.
More than what I do.
Yeah, well, I think what was it? I can't remember if it was bronze or something, but you left. You answered all the questions at the beginning, and then you waited until the last lap to go back to the comments again. So anyway, we've got 2 people, or 3 people will go again. Hopefully they don't all go this time, and away they go. Brandon's just pulling out of the way. Oh no, it's Fireshot just pulling. Oh no, it's not. It's Brandon. So I don't know where Sam and Granty are going, but yeah, everyone can wait there on the line as we've got Fireshot, Young Lights, and Emerson battling away to claim supremacy on lap 1.
Beautiful. Fireshot's taking an early advantage there by 6 tenths of a second, hasn't he? And look at this, and Lights and Emerson siring it down the inside.
Oh, what a dive bomb! That's a dive bomb and a half. I think he should get a penalty for that.
Yeah, he needs to let Young Lights back through. That's absolutely disgraceful behaviour by Emerson once again. He has a history of crashing.
It seems to happen, doesn't it? On every lockdown laps occasion where Emerson just ruins it for everybody else, doesn't he?
Yeah,
but
he ruined my lockdown last week.
I know, he always ruins it when you're about, doesn't he? So it's a bit of a shame that. But Fireshot's got a commanding lead at the moment, and that will mean that when he comes into the pits, as soon as that pit indicator comes on, Brandon can go. And obviously Granty and Samuel have got to wait for their teammates who are battling away for P2 and P3 at the moment. He's turned in on him. He's turned in on him. That's going to be a time penalty for Emerson because I'm
20
mean.
seconds.
Don't forget a box.
Top
Yep.
and
away you go. Who's going? I think Brandon is going now. Brandon is away.
And they're just waiting for the
Samuel.
Now they can go.
Samuel and Granty are away, but Brandon has got a massive lead now over Samuel and Granty, and Samuel's got the inside line for turn 1. Oh, what was that? Oh.
I thought they were going into each other.
Fire shot, you can park back up on the grid, mate. You don't have to block the pits. Yeah, so we need to get back onto the grid so that you can wait for your teammates to come back round.
And Sam doing a fantastic job of keeping in front of Granty. They're very good indeed there. Oh, and I thought Granty was going to have a lunge up the inside there, but not quite at the moment. The gap is up to 7 seconds now. It's Brandon and Fireshot doing a fantastic job at the moment, isn't it? Great teamwork out there. So fantastic indeed. Granty is really getting hurt at the moment. I got to be honest, you look at the teams and you thought it'd be Emerson and Granty that would be like walking away with this, but my goodness me, that really isn't the case, is it, Alex?
Well, definitely not, especially with Emerson's penalty coming back to bite him in the behind soon, after that first lap fracas with Young Lights Roy, wasn't it? But NUF1's got a 7-second lead over Samuel and Granty at the moment, and that's going to pay dividends for Team Ass in the end of this race, I think, because they'll finish first, obviously.
To finish first we must finish. Granty's got on the outside. Oh, look at that! He's danced on the outside.
He's danced round him. Brandon is in the pits. Fireshot is away. I think he is. Is he? Brandon's in the pits. Why is he not going? He's gone now. Granty Boy's missed the entry to the pit lane. He's done a Lewis Hamilton almost. Samuel's in the pits. Young Lights has gone. Emerson has gone now. So the Red Bulls are having a torrid time out there, aren't they, Sean?
They really are. They can't seem to come in the pits. They're doing their best impression of Lewis Hamilton, and I think Maldonado have been in there as well, didn't they? Very good stuff indeed there from the Red Bull drivers. By the way, I'm being sarcastic there. Fireshot is now almost 6 seconds in front of Lights. They lost 2 seconds in that fracas, didn't they? Which is the word of the day. This is because Fireshot just didn't seem to get going there. Lack of communication there, of course. Good communication is a well-oiled machine, isn't it, Alex?
Exactly. I think it should tell you when it should pop up, shouldn't it, for when your teammate is actually in the pits, as somebody outside is pretty happy about this lockdown laps as well. But it should pop up on the top of your screen when your teammate's in the pits. When that pop up comes up, if I keep saying up, when that pops up, you can go. So it's. And it's been a bit of a. I don't know what's going on the finish line there. We've got everyone doing a bit of ballet dancing or something. But Fireshot's come around the hairpin. He's about to go into the pits again. Young Lights is coming around now as well, and Emerson's trying to catch up. But Fireshot boxes, in he goes, and we'll just wait for Brandon to go. When's he going to go? Your teammate's in the pits, mate. That's it. Away he goes.
Oh yes.
DRS is enabled. Now. When's Sam going to go? Sam's gone, and Granty is going as well. So they're all underway for lap 3. I think it's lap 3. I'm getting confused, Sean, with all these laps.
I think it is lap 3, isn't it?
There's so many laps. So, and obviously we're going to have 3 people finish and 3 people not finish. Well, they're going to have to finish at some point, but anyway. Emerson is up into P2 now for once you come out of the pits, but NUF1's that gap's come down, hasn't it, to the McLaren team, Sean, hasn't it? It's now down at sort of 5.5 seconds rather than it was over 7, which was incredible.
I think that the two Haas's are really taking very cautious coming in the pits, because that seems to where they've been losing time. And I keep seeing something go completely wrong at the top. I'm not sure if Fireshot and Young Lights and Emerson are having a good old fun on the the fun line, on the old finish line there, aren't they? They keep swapping positions.
On the fun line?
On the fun line. I was going to say something really rude, and I thought I'd better not.
Anyway.
For some reason, bum came into my head and fun, and I was like, oh, God.
Right, okay. Brandon's just going up to the pits again. He's done a lap. He's gained over a second in that lap as well to Samuel, which is great timing from Brandon. He needs to create that gap, keep the gap going. He's in the pits now. Fireshot needs to get going, and he's away finally.
Lordship.
Samuel is now in the pits as well, so off goes Young Lights. Actually, I think they're all doing a great job of timing it just right. I think they're doing a fantastic job of that. Actually, well done. So yeah, we've got it's Fireshot who is away in the lead at the moment with for Team Ass, and then Young Lights, who's battling with Emerson. Emerson's actually, I think Granty did a great job of catching up with Samuel on that lap, so it's given Emerson the advantage with DRS as well on the back straight. Probably won't it? He's going to have a overtaking move to do on Young Lights down the back straight, and could get the Red Bulls up into P2.
To be honest, what I would do if I was these is I would just absolutely floor it coming into the pits, because it looks like a fire shot is not doing that. I would just floor it coming into the pits and get a penalty, because obviously it won't make a difference at the end of the day.
But penalties will all add up.
Oh,
possibly. Don't forget, Emerson's got a 15-second penalty for bullying Young Lights, I think it was. On lap 1, that was. But here we go then. Sorry, we'll just go back, because he's going to have DRS down the back straight. I think it might help them save us if they're just parked up on the start finish line. Emerson's looking for a move, but I don't think he can pull it off. Fire Shot's in the pits. Young Lights and Emerson are going to be neck and neck into the pits, so it's going to be close for Samuel and Granty. Fire Shot's in. NUF1 gets going.
Look at this!
Side by side, they both get going at the same time. So Samuel's, I think McLaren just got ahead there. Yeah, he did. Young Lights just got ahead of Emerson there. So Samuel got going just a bit, just a fraction of a second before Granty. But the gap to Team Ass is growing by the lap, isn't it? We're on lap 4 now. And Samuel is struggling to get that gap back down to NUF1. Oh, hello! Somebody's calling me. Piss off. Don't know who that is. Go away! I'm trying to do a stream. So anyway, back to the action then. The other guys are all lined up on the start finish line. So Brandon's leading by about 6.2 seconds or so over Sam at the moment, with Granty just outside of DRS of Sam in P6 at the moment, or P3 for Red Bull, because it's going to be done by constructors, obviously. Sean.
Oh. No, that is a news flash to me.
Well, it makes a century, doesn't it? Like, come on. Anyway, Granty's got DRS. Down, where's Sam going?
Sam's
decided to drive off the track. He's clipped off the Rolex sign or whatever it was. Granty swoops ahead. NUF1 is loving this, because he's getting a much bigger gap out behind him, which is going to be helping him and his teammate. Granty is ahead of Sam now, which is going to help Red Bull overall. And Fireshot is away. Who's next? It's going to be Emerson away.
Ooh.
Emerson is off, and so is Young Lights. But the roles are reversed for Team Red Bull and Team McLaren. They're now switched round, so Red Bull in P2 and McLaren in P3. But Ass just ploughing away in the lead.
Oh, I love a good plough. I got to say that was very costly there from Samuel, wasn't it, really? Going off the track there. I reckon he must have looked down at something. I tend to look down quite a lot during the race, but it's usually because I get started by my monster.
Is there something between your legs that you're very proud of? But it's not what you think.
Monster.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not what you think it is.
No, it's really not. I'm not proud of that thing. Anyway, let's move on, shall we?
Yeah, okay. So, I think we're going to be starting lap... No, we're not.
5.
No, we're not, because these guys are going to finish lap 4, but pit. So they'll start lap 5, but they won't be going. So we're going to be starting lap 5 on the next second lap, not the next lap. Sorry.
You know
anyway,
what I'll be doing?
Stop words. Bad.
Okay.
No words. The gap's come down to Fireshot. It's 5 seconds now, but it's still quite a big lead for Team Ass over Team Red Bull. But Young Lights just outside of DRS on that occasion couldn't catch up with Emerson, so it's going to backfire on Team McLaren later on in this race. Right towards the end of it is now as well. Fireshot's in the pits. NUF1 is going, and Granty's going as well. I think Granty's jumped the gun there a bit. And Samuel as well, I think. So they've both cut down. They definitely jumped the gun there, because that's a 4-second gain on Team Ass, which definitely wasn't there before. So but it's going to be a penalty for Team Red Bull on top of Emerson's penalty as well, for 3 seconds added on to his race time. So for Red Bull's race
Lucy.
time, because he gained 3 seconds. Oh no, he didn't. He gained 4 seconds. So that's 4 seconds added on to his race time. Unfortunately for
44.
Team Red Bull, which is a nightmare for Team Red Bull because they can't afford to keep getting these penalties with like Emerson just bullying people on lap 1, getting a 15-second penalty, and then Granty just jumping the gun there on the start. Absolutely terrible. So he's going to be in DRS range actually of NUF1 now, which is just goes to show how much Red Bull are just disgusting cheaters. Disgusting cheaters, aren't they? Yeah, sorry. Somebody had an outburst there. But coming up to the I think is this the last lap or no? I think the 3 that are parked up at the moment are on the last lap. So Brandon's just defending there from Granty. Shouldn't really be having to because he should be 5 seconds ahead. But they're going to go into the pits now, and we'll see. We'll see.
They'll cross the line, won't they?
No, they won't. No, these guys have already crossed the line. So Fireshot will get going, and so will Emerson and Young Lights. So they're all going. They're all bunched up now due to that corner cutting or whatever you want to call it. Penalties. Jump start. Yeah, that was it. But Fireshot still leads the race. Expertly done from Team Ass. They've had it in the bag, and I think they deserve the win, don't they?
They really do. You know what I would have done if I was on the start grid? I would have kept going backwards and forwards to actually charge my ears up.
That's a good shout. Yeah, I don't know whether it charges if you're just sitting there though. It probably doesn't, does it?
No, don't. You have to give some break-in welly into it, don't you? So I would have just gone backwards and forwards because I know how to maximise my performances. Listen to this guy. This guy, he's an expert. All of a sudden, he crashes out of every race, but he's an expert. I know that. I know what I want to do. Unfortunately, I just haven't got the talent.
Well, so long as Fireshot can get on it down this back straight, he'll cross the line. You do not have to pit on the last lap, so it will be down to whoever crosses the line on this occasion first. So we'll see who's going to be listening to start with, because if Fireshot pits and loses the race, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare for him. But he's gone into the pits. Emerson's going to win the race. Oh no, Samuel's going to win it for Team. Oh, sorry, Young Lights is going to win it for Team McLaren. Young Lights has won. Red Bull have come second, and Team Haas have come last. What an amazing result that was. The other guys, Samuel, NUF1, and Granty, you can retire from the race now. Your teammates have won the race or finished the race for you. So McLaren win round 1, Red Bull in second, Haas in P3. That was a bit of a great extraordinary finish that was, wasn't it, Sean?
That was a bit of an own goal, to be honest. That's kind of like a Vincent Kompany own goal if anyone remembers him spannering it into his own net. So that was quite appalling, really.
It was calculated to perfection.
It really was. I was actually trying. Fireshot's not Belgian, is he? He's Dutch, so that didn't really go well, did it?
No. Yeah.
That's me trying to be cool, like I know all my world football stuff in it. Could you all please retire as we want to get on to the next race, because I'm really eager to see what the Haas team do in the next round. Good, hats off to Young Lights. I think he did fantastic, and Sam as well. If Sam didn't make that mistake down the back straight, I think that McLaren would have had a much more comfortable advantage there. So I think Sam must have just tweaked his wheel or something and went off to the left. I've had that before as well when I had a cramp in my left cheek. So we've all done that. But that's unfortunate but still, McLaren done fantastic. Haas, I think they just need to read the rules.
Exactly,
really?
Yeah. So, what a win from McLaren there. I think they could be very pleased with that. Well done to Young Lights and Samuel. They did a great job. Oh yeah, I forgot about Emerson's penalties. So of course, Haas is second because Red Bull had so many penalties, purely down to Emerson just being a bully on track. Really, that was it.
would have said something else, but
Well,
I would have said the C word, but I'm not sure if it's inclined in this program.
Oh right, yeah, probably is. Doesn't matter.
Cheater!
Oh. Yeah, exactly. McLaren
sure
won, Sam. Yes, they did, because Young Lights came first after a bit of a pit calamity. I think there was in the with the Haas team. Sorry.
We all know about Haas and their terrible pit stops, don't we?
Yeah, obviously it comes down to whoever starts the race. The first three who start the race are going to start lap 5 when they come out of the pits. And then the other three guys are going to be racing around lap 4. So it's whoever of the first guys who started, whoever crosses that line first at the end of lap 5. You've got the screen on. It does say on the screen lap 5 out of 5, so it should help you there. But we'll see what happens in the next race. I can't remember what track it is, Sean.
It is
Canada. Oh, really?
It is Canada.
It's Canada. There's a surprise. So yeah, we'll wait for everyone to ready up again, and then we'll crack on with round 2 or round 3 actually, because we did have Australia for a lap, didn't we?
And Lights has lost his teammate there, so hopefully he can find him. He just asked Sam, "Are you here?"
Well, he's in the session, but I don't know if he's in there. There he is. He's found him. He's there again. He's back. Oh, look at him. Reunited. And it feels so good.
Thinks you're a monster.
No, I don't have enough money for monsters, mate.
What? It's my birthday soon. By the way, if a quick plug.
Shout out for Sean on his birthday. When's your birthday, Sean?
The 21th of May, but I want to create a monster.
21th of May, everyone. So get your create some monster in.
I want to create a monster from each league. Gold could have the black monster, silver could have the red monster, and bronze could have the white, please. I'm sure they do those big boxes of 30, don't they?
It's 21th. It's 21th. Oh, Young Lights' birthday's on the 12th, so he's going to get monster before you do. Sorry.
What? You're old enough.
Is there an age limit on monster?
I don't know, but his name look young for a reason.
Oh, he's going to have Capri Sun, I think, instead. Sorry.
Capri Sun? What's that? Oh, I know what that is.
You know what Capri Sun is? Oh, it's a great drink. I love Capri Sun.
I got addicted to that on holiday.
Right,
it's in like a funny packet where you squeeze it.
Yep, it's we'll have to wait and see who's going to go. Well, it's actually Red Bull, McLaren, Haas order. It seems it's meant to be a random grid as well. So Granty and Granty's gone for it. Samuel's gone for it, and NUF1 has gone for it as well. So they're speeding away. NUF1 said he's a big fan of this track, so hopefully he can do well. He's in P3 at the moment as it stands.
It looks like it.
Yes, it looks like that, doesn't it? But again, they're all close together, and it's a very technical track, well, especially this middle sector is a bit. As we see Sam there losing a bit. His rear end was a bit floaty there, wasn't it, Sean? Bit floaty on the back end there.
It was a bit light, wasn't it, on the posterior? I wish I was light on my posterior.
Oh, where's he going? Oh, I thought he was cutting the corner. But of course, there's no DRS at the moment yet because obviously we're on lap 1. But is NUF1 going to go for a dive? No, not quite. But Granty is leading the way at the moment. Of course, they're all going to go straight on instead of going towards the Wall of Champions until the last lap, of course. It'll be Granty, Samuel, and NUF1 who are completing the last lap first. Granty is in the pits, and that means Emerson has gone. I don't know what Young Lights is doing. What is Young Lights doing? He was. That's a bit of cheating by Team McLaren again. Although to be fair, Samuel is in the pits first. So yeah, that's. But I don't know what's happened with Fireshot because he's come out last. But yeah, okay. Something's gone wrong there. I don't know who's done that or what. But
I think it's the pit order in it, because and it's something to do with how they come, because their pit boxes are different places, isn't it?
Oh, but, we got Emerson passing Young Lights. I don't know if he's let him through. I think he might let him through there just because because I think there was a bit of a kerfuffle in the pits earlier. But side by side into the hairpin. Emerson's letting him back through. Oh no, he's not. He's going down the inside. Fireshot's playing catch up at the moment. But Emerson has got the move done. They're going to have to go into the pits. They're going to be side by side at the moment. No, I think Young Lights has got more straight line speed at the moment, so he's getting out in front of Emerson at the moment.
Oh. You know, if I was
they're going to be close. Side by side. Samuel is gone. Granty is gone. NUF1 is on the way as well. So all the other guys are in the pits.
Obviously, I'm not one to make cheating all that good because I'm so against it, Emerson. But if I was Young Lights, I would have swiped right there. You know, bit of Tinder kind of action for you to reject Emerson and throw him into the barrier.
Yes, I think it's probably for the best if you got rid of Emerson from this race. I mean, he never does a great job in these races, does he? He's always just I don't know what Fireshot's doing. There's a grid back there. What are you doing, mate? Where's Emerson gone? Yeah, that's it. You got to line up on the grid. What are you doing? Fireshot, Young Light. Stop trying to cheat.
Emerson.
Anyway,
Emerson's actually played by the rules as he
into
thought.
The hairpin. Yeah, he's decided not to cheat anymore. NUF1 is actually he's gained quite a lot of time there on Granty in P3 at the moment for Team Haas, but Samuel is in the lead still. DRS will be enabled at the end of this lap as well, I think it won't it? So they'll have DRS to play with down this back straight in the next couple of laps. Samuel is in the pits as he flies in. Away goes Young Lights, away goes Emerson, and away goes Fireshot. So they're all off and underway. Yeah, I think you're right because the people will switch around in the pits, don't you? Because obviously Granty comes in first because he's in Red Bull.
Yeah, I want it tonight, and I, Alex.
It's bank holiday tomorrow, mate. I've been sitting at my desk pretending to do work. Sorry, they're listening. I mean, definitely doing work until 5 o'clock. Definitely, yeah. So that's definitely what I was doing.
To my horror, I've realised that actually a lot of my work colleagues will be listening to our streams next year when I put them on Facebook because they were actually watching last night. They was like, "Oh, can't wait to hear you commentate." So yeah.
Oh God.
I know, so there's gonna be a lot of shit
of your bullshit. Fireshot's past Emerson. Fireshot is past Emerson into the hairpin, and I don't think DRS has been enabled yet. So they're going to have to wait. It's going to be enabled at the end of this lap. Sorry. Samuel, Young Lights is in the pits. Samuel can get going. Granny boys gone. Everyone's gone. Sorry, they're all. It makes sense. They're all in the pits. Everyone's gone. Where are they gone? Samuel is taking a commanding lead in this one. He's doing a great job out there in the McLaren. I think McLaren is. They've probably got one of the pairings that we didn't think were going to be one of the strongest around here, but they're doing a great job. Obviously, won China, and they're winning Canada at the moment. Fantastic results, or fantastic performances rather, from McLaren. But Granty and NUF1 have got DRS now on Sam, and they're going to be gaining on him down this straight and down the back straight as well, Sean. It's going to be terrifying.
Oh, I can't wait for that. And I'm getting a proper rager on here. But I just want to quickly just defend Sam. I think Sam is absolutely fantastic in one lap qualifying. He's absolutely brilliant. Longevity wise, he sometimes struggles in the races. But Knowlesy, it's all getting a bit compact here now, isn't it? Look at them all.
It's going to be three wide into the pits. I think it's just going to be close. Granty's going for it. They slam their way into the pits. Emerson's gone, and. Young Lights is a bit slow off the line now. They're both side by side, but he's a bit slow off the line. And Fireshot's gone as well. So Emerson leads the way. So it's now, I think it's now Red Bull who are in the lead. No, it's not. Samuel's still ahead of Granty in the pits for some reason. But Emerson leads the Red Bull pack, or the pack rather, in the Red Bull. Sorry, for the second half of lap 4. Obviously, these are the guys. I think these are the guys who set off second, didn't they? I can't remember now. This is a nightmare. So we're just waiting for the guys to reverse back to the grid. They haven't got much time to do this. I'm glad we didn't pick Austria or anything, did we? So it's like we're just waiting for Samuel. I think Samuel's already there. I don't know where NUF1's going. Waiting for the guys to come up to the line. Emerson's got over a second lead over Young Lights now, so he's out of DRS range, which is going to help him and Granty Boy in this race as he slams his way into the pits. And Granty gets going. No, Sam, I don't know what you're doing there, Sam. Sam's definitely cheated there. It's like blatant cheating from McLaren again. So yeah, McLaren are definitely not going to win this one. Granty's got this one. I think he should get the overtake done anyway. I think on the DRS straight, but yeah, that was definitely cheating from McLaren, Sam. I don't know what you were doing there.
I reckon we're talking to the Red Bull boys.
Yeah, I think he probably thought the Red Bull was Young Lights or something there, because yeah, he just decided to get going. Granty Boy has passed Sam down the back straight, and in a way, I think Sam's let him through because of the obvious cheating that was going on there. But of course, it's gonna come back to Sam as well, unfortunately, because he's got DRS now, which is a bit unfair on Granty. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, F1's all over the back of them with DRS as well, so all of them going to have DRS on Granty coming up to the end of lap 4, I think it is. But we'll see what happens as they all fly into the pits again. Emerson goes, Young Lights goes, and Fireshot goes. These guys got it in the right order. These guys know how to do it. So yeah, well done to Emerson, Young Lights, and Fireshot for actually going when their other teammate was in the pit. So yeah, it's quite helpful if you do that. You what?
At least they're half right, isn't it?
Well, half of them are going to be right, and half of them are going to be wrong.
It's like a glass half empty, half full kind of scenario, Alex. I'm
That's
always
what it
on
is.
the positive. Exactly.
I see.
Very philosophical. What's it? Philosophical.
Philosophical.
That's it. Right, Mr. Dictionary over there.
Just because I know how to spell.
And stalk as well.
So yeah, we're just waiting for these guys to come around the hairpin again, and I think they're going to pit on it. I think Granty, Sam, and UF1 started first. So yeah, these guys are going to pit, and then we're going to wait for the Granty, Sam, and UF1 to finish the race. Into the pits goes. Okay.
He's crashed! Fireshot's crashed!
Fireshot's retired from the session. I don't know what happened there.
He's gone to the back of the Red Bull, I think.
Absolute nightmare from. But it's closed the pack up massively here. So it's side by side. And Brandon's trying to go through the middle. That's close.
That's disgusting.
Where's Sam? He's all right. He's still going. Don't worry. Keep your head down. You can still win this. You've got DRS on the other guys there in front of you, and you can get this in the bag.
You'll have a double dose of DRS as well, won't you? Because that's quite powerful around here.
Double the DRS. He's got double the DRS. And Brandon's going for it. Can Haas win this one?
Oh yes,
don't forget to cross the line, Brandon. You can't pit this time. Cross the line. He's gone around the outside. He's gone around the outside. No. Is he going to have DRS as well? Who's going to have DRS? This is close. He's going to have it. I think Grant's got it. No, Brandon's got it. Brandon's got DRS. He's going to go all the way down. Don't forget to smash it into the Wall of Champions. He's got it. Sam's gone.
Sam! He's out! He's out!
Brandon wins. Team Ass. Team Ass has won. Great result for Team Ass. Unlucky for Sam. It was a close finish by all three of you. It was a close finish on that one. Brandon's gone Vamos. Granty's gone cut the corner, Brandon. And yeah, what a win. We're just waiting for Emerson and Young Lights to either retire the car or just do something useful, because we need to get on to the next round. Would be nice.
Twan wants to join. Do you want me to get in the car, Alex?
Yeah, we'll get Twan in, definitely, if Twan wants to join. I didn't see his comment. Yeah, Twan, you'll be paired up with Sean Meek. He's a great driver.
Don't say my full name. Fuck.
Sean Dale Meek.
No one knows that. I don't want a high pitch tonight. Fuck me, it's all this monster. I've had 3 cards. I'm buzzing.
Well done to I think I can't remember who it was who finished. It was in the Haas, but yeah, well done to Team Haas. Brandon there in the Haas, fantastic job. P5 with and 4 pit stops, and he made it to the top step of the podium. Great racing from Brandon. He said it was his favourite track, and he's got it. So yeah, wonderful stuff. It is on strict penalties as well, actually. So yeah, if he did cut the corner that badly, he should have got a penalty. But obviously, he didn't cut it too badly because yeah, it's all right. Sean's going to get a pile of penalties, so that's going to be a nightmare to watch. So good luck, everybody, when you're on track with Ginger Rage. It's going to be a nightmare for you. So yeah, we're just waiting for the timer to tick down. We need to get Twan in the pie, and we're going to have to. We're going to have to wait for Sean to pick a car as well. Because obviously he's going to have so much choice. He's got 7 cars to choose from. I don't know which one he's going to pick. Sean?
I'm not sure, Alex.
I'm thinking you're going to pick the pink one.
Excuse me?
Yeah, exactly.
That's very forward of you. The brown one.
You want the brown one? Alright, well the brown one's taken, mate.
I like the red one then. I like it sore.
Fair enough. So when we're Twan in here, then we just somebody's backed out anyway. No wait, somebody's backed out. Have they? Who's backed out?
Brandon.
Oh no, Brandon's gone. So yeah, you don't have to commentate if you don't want to. Sean.
Where's Twan? Is he coming in? Because he can go in the house.
Alright, let me just invite Twan, and then we'll find out what he wants to do. Twan, you can join me for commentary if you want to join me for commentary instead, and then we can put Sean in there and laugh at him. Alright, I've sent him an invite. So just bear with everyone, don't ready up just yet, because we're waiting for somebody to come in. Well, he's got 1 win, he's won it for Team Haas, and then he's decided, I've had enough of that. So
I've beaten all your assholes. Goodbye. Mic drop.
Samuel, I said don't ready up yet. We're waiting for somebody. So yeah, we'll just wait for Twan to join in. Yeah, so it's up to you, Sean, if you want to drive or if you want Twan. We can get Twan in the comments box instead if you want. And I mean, you can commentate on your wonderful racing.
I will. So Alex,
I'm just waiting for Twan. Come on, Twan, get on with it.
Weather?
This fine weather. Yeah, it's absolutely fine, isn't it?
No, then I freaking hate the sun. I'm so burnt. And all I
Can
did was
somebody
go up to
find
get
out
the
what
coastals.
Twan's doing?
Twan, get your ass in here now.
Jesus Christ. He's from Norway, mate.
I know.
Wow, okay.
There we go, look at that.
Right,
A bit of force in
try and
mine.
put it in the comments if you want to join us for commentary, or if you want to watch Sean drive around in your seat, or if you want to pick a seat. He's picked a Mercedes, which doesn't work at all. So
What a hero!
it's not helpful, mate. So we'll wait for him to pick a Haas or do something else.
It's Norway fire shot. Norway. That's why it's called the Norwegian. No, the Norway racer. No, the Norway gamer.
Twan, you need to read the rules. You can't be in the Mercedes because there's nobody else in the Mercedes. So unless Fireshot, you want to switch to Mercedes. I don't know if it removes your points. I'm not sure if it does or not.
Oh, he's got a Dutch flag.
Oh, he's gone to Mercedes then. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll carry on then. So everybody can ready up now, and we'll get cracking. Twan, make sure you read the rules. I'll tell you what, if I find them again, I'll post them in for Twan. I can't find them now. Yeah. Well, Fireshot, you can explain them to him. He knows how to do it. Hungary's up next. Are you hungry, Sean?
I am hungry. Hungry for something.
That's a surprise. Well, we're just waiting for the timer to tick away, and then we can go.
I know.
Tick tock goes the clock, and the Timo Glock.
Is that Glock?
Is that Glock?
Oh, Grant has just really destroyed me.
Has he?
Yeah. Got my KFC yet?
Have you not got your KFC yet?
Hey, Twan's Dutch! Why is he called the Norway Gamer then?
No, he's not. He's Norway.
He's pulling my plonker, isn't he? What? Sam's had a KFC, so why am I KFC open? Fuck.
Got wet over it. He got wet over a KFC. Well, that ruined the KFC then, didn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't like it. I don't like soggy chicken. Soggy chicken. Actually, I do kind of like soggy chicken when it's covered in gravy. Mm.
Well, yeah, the gravy's all right, but you don't want to be like wet because of Sam being on it.
Well, I don't know. I do like I would like to taste the Sam.
You want some of Sam's gravy?
Oh, I do.
So we're just about to get underway when the Mercedes have loaded a setup. So yeah, we'll see who gets going and who doesn't get going. Who's going? Twan. Oh, Emerson. It looks like Emerson, Twan, and Young Lights have gone. So they're all racing away down the main straight into turn one. Emerson takes the lead ahead of Young Lights, but Young Lights is cutting back under the. Oh my God! Oh, I thought that was going to be an overtaken half, but I think he sort of ghosted for him. But yeah, he ghosted for him instead, so that's fine. Twan is third at the moment. Young Lights
I didn't know Ghost was racing.
Chasing Emerson down. What?
I didn't know Ghost was racing.
What?
Didn't you say Ghost was racing?
No.
Okay.
A ghost.
I'm showing you a ghost. I wasn't listening. Sorry, I was looking at myself at the camera.
Of course you were. Anyway, so Emerson and Red Bull. Well, Red Bull leads the way at the moment over McLaren and then Mercedes. But we're going to have to wait and see. Actually, this pit lane is probably a bit of an odd one to negotiate, isn't it? Or especially to determine who's going next and who's going last, sort of thing, because it's a bit of a long one, isn't it?
It's very tighty, isn't it?
Very tighty and whitey, yes. Granty can go, followed by Samuel, and Fireshot is just sitting there. And he's just realised he's going now. Samuel steams up the inside. He's into P1.
Excuse
and
me?
goes round the outside. What? He's gone round the outside there, and he's got the inside line for turn 2, and he's controlling it now. I think he's got the lead back. Oh, Sam's coming back at him. No, he's not. He's cut him off there, and Fireshot is. I don't know what Fireshot's been doing. He clearly wasn't paying attention there to the line as they get going. Granty and Samuel are battling away. Granty and Samuel battling away there, and we're just making sure that everyone else lines up on the grid, back on the grid. Samuel is putting the fight to Granty as much as he can. Fireshot's trying to play catch up at the moment. He's got a bit of catching up to do. He's about 3 seconds behind Samuel at the moment. But we're just waiting for these guys to come back round again, and it'll be Granty who comes into the pits first, it looks like.
Grant's saying I would have just put gravy on it.
Yeah.
I like a mixture of both, to be honest, but
flavours
and varieties, spice of life. Oh, Sam's in the wall! Sam's in the wall!
Oh,
Knowlesy!
no! He's missed
done
it.
a cool fire.
Fireshot's jumped him as well. Oh no, this is going to be hell for Young Lights, who's having to wait there until his teammate gets in the pits. And he's going now, but yeah, Twan's jumped and Mercedes have jumped up to second because of that unfortunate mistake by Sam in the pit entry. But Emerson's the one who's, or Red Bull were the one who profited out of that one, haven't they, Sean?
They have indeed, and Sam obviously emulating my hero David Coulthard when he crashed in the pit lane in Adelaide, which I still think is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in F1. So unlucky Sam. And Knowlesy showing that you've got amazing punditry skills there. Hit the nail on the head. It's like you had what's it, 20/20 vision? No, what's the thing? Hindsight. That's it. You had hindsight.
What are you
know,
about?
where you look into the future.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, you said it like literally like that before, didn't you?
What?
You said the penalty's tricky to come in, isn't it?
Oh, Young Lights has gone for a move here on Twan. Sorry, yes, yeah, it definitely is, mate. Young Lights has gone for a move on Twan, and he's got the move stuck. What? I don't know if he's got the move stuck or done. They're battling away still.
Oh, look at that! That's a tap. Oh my goodness me!
The inside, and Twan's yielded because he's got to come to the pit.
Emerson's gone,
so Granty's away. Yeah, Samuel's gone as well, and Fireshot is away too. And DRS has been enabled, Sean. Did you see that?
I've seen it. Where?
It's not going to be helpful because DRS is on the main straight and they got a pit. So
They do have 2 DRS zones around here, Alex.
Do they?
Yeah, here as well. Down from turn 1 to 2.
Yeah, right.
You know, that's so effective.
Super effective. But the DRS detection's back at turn 14, isn't it?
Yeah, so like that. Yeah.
So
but,
if they're sitting on the grid, will they have DRS in the second zone?
It's like Growl on Pokemon, isn't it? It's super effective.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Grant, he's almost facing the wrong way there. Goodness me, he was off to Poland, wasn't he? He was facing the complete wrong way. I've got to say, Fireshot is not renowned for his starts, is he? He seems to be like every time he's started.
He seems to be dropping back a bit off the start, but as Sean's just fallen over or something, so.
You heard that fucking.
I thought you'd just fallen over, mate.
I did.
Karate's in the pits. Karate's in the pits. Sam's in the pits as well. He's managed to make it this time. Grandy's in the pits. Emerson gets going. And Young Lights gets going now. And Twan is away too. And they're all going now. I thought somebody had a puncture there. Emerson's got a lead of 3.5 seconds over Young Lights in the McLaren, and then we've got TNR Twango in the Mercedes, who's about 3 seconds back from Young Lights as well. So it's really spaced out in this one at the moment. It
is indeed. I've got to ask Twang a question then. So shouldn't his name be TDR Twang?
Why is that?
Because that's Team Norway Racing, and he's Dutch.
No, but he's Norwegian. Oh, he's lost it!
Oh no!
What a save!
Well, he was going to be neither.
We must have been putting him off because of our commentary. It was all you, just putting people off since day one. Yeah, unfortunately, there for Twan, he nearly lost it in turn 4. It's deadly curve, isn't it, Sean? You probably binned it quite a few times there in your career, but it's a deadly curve
indeed.
for anybody.
I'm Eco Warrior. I know how to look after the environment. I put everything in the bin.
What? What are you on about? Talking about curve,
I always put my rubbish in the bin.
Granny's gone. Samuel has gone as well. And we're waiting for Twan to pit. Fireshot is now underway. Off he goes. We're looking at Granty. Sorry, Granty is away into turn 2.
Fireshot is McLaren B or something like that. Oh, Young Lights, you leave too late, man, or something like that. And then we've got Fireshot saying stop cheating. Well, I've got to say Fireshot is probably the least one that cheats because he doesn't seem to get away very quickly, does he? I think
he's probably playing it safest by the rules, to be honest. I think everybody else
has played it safe. Then there's yeah,
there's playing it safe, and then there's waiting 5 seconds after your teammate's pit and then going.
It's like playing with an offer who just stayed in jail for the whole of the game, isn't it?
Well, you've got to play it safe, especially when you've got all your property and everything's all sorted. You don't have to go out, do you?
Well, yeah, but that's even before you get your properties by the looks. That's the way of playing it safe, isn't it? Because you don't want to go down Mayfair.
Oh yeah, definitely not. It would be dangerous doing that, wouldn't it? Anyway, back to the race, mate.
I've got a question for you though first.
Fuck off.
I mean, what do you like to be? Because I like to be the snazzy looking iron. What about you?
I like to be the wheelbarrow.
No, I can imagine that.
Emerson's away. Sam is off now as well, and Twan is waiting. Twan is waiting. Twan is waiting, and there he's off. He's away.
I've got to say, I think a lot of the Mercedes deficit is a Fireshot not getting up to speed quickly. I don't mean to rain on this parade, but goodness me, I think that man needs to sort out his starts.
I think maybe he's like you said, playing it very safe, making sure there's definitely no penalties that come back to bite him in the bottom, and we've got people spinning off all over the place. Oh no, they're just the guys who are getting themselves back on the grid. Emerson's got a 3.5 second lead at the moment over Young Lights, so it's Red Bull from McLaren from Mercedes at the moment.
Oh.
Well spotted.
So, but the young like's having a monster of a lap here, and he's 2/10 a second up on Emerson in this sector. Brilliant.
And you're reeling him in, but it's going to be too little too late at the moment, well, for this lap anyway, as Emerson is back in the pits, and away goes Granty, and away goes Samuel, and then away goes Fireshot in a few minutes. Twan's in the pits now, Fireshot gets going, and off he goes. And, great launch, that one. We're on the... hang on.
I think Fireshot's not too impressed with some of the shenanigans going on. He is, Sam is saying we aren't. We're as soon as he's in the pits, I leave, and then Fireshot's saying fully into. I think he means pits and nothing else.
Yeah, you've got to wait until he's. Don't know when the pit indicator thing pops up. Does it come in when they're entering the pits or when they cross the line?
When they cross the line.
Yeah, so obviously when that thing pops up, you can go, but you shouldn't be cheating like that. If you're cheating,
Disgusting.
It's just it's the sort of thing Emerson would do, wouldn't it? So it's just terrible.
That's what Emerson did to me last week. A-Man granted double team me in Japan, dirty bastards.
You liked it really, didn't you? But anything with double teaming on top of you is all good for you.
Exactly. That's why I like wrestling.
Just waiting for the guys to pit again. Emerson is ready to go again. I think Granty's just pitted, so Emerson gets going. This is the final lap for Red Bull and for McLaren as Young Lights gets going.
I think Lights is going a lot earlier, actually. I think he's got a point. I think Lights is going slightly earlier than what when Sam's in the pits there.
Oh dear.
Don't quote me on that because I was kind of drinking whilst just on Lights. So
don't drink and commentate.
Exactly. You've told me that so many times and I still do it. Actually, I haven't done it for a couple of races. And I needed one on Monday. but of course, it was animal cruelty, Knowlesy. You wouldn't let me get into my ball.
Okay. Anyway. Right, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Emerson. So this is Twan, you've got to finish the race in this one. You've got to cross the line. Do not pit. We're waiting for Emerson and Young Lights as well. They've already learnt the rules. I don't know if Twans knows the rules yet, but we'll find out in a minute if he knows the rules or not. Emerson looks like he's going to win this one, barring any penalties that might pop up in the next corner. Sean, have you fallen down again?
No. I haven't moved this time. Well, actually I have, but that's different.
Emerson comes round the final corner and he's going to win the Hungarian Grand Prix, followed by Young Lights in P2, and Twan, who's done a great job here of coming P3. Unfortunately, Samuel's upside down. I just caught the end of that. Samuel, you can retire the car, please, mate, because that's the race done. Is he trying to? He's not doing a good job of it.
I think he tried, but that's how he's upside down. You got to say that Emerson was hungry for that.
He was very hungry for that. So well done to Emerson or Team Red Bull for winning that one. Team McLaren in P2 and Team Mercedes in P3.
Young Lights asking what happened to Sam there. I'd say he flipped.
I think he went absolutely bonkers and flipped out. He
went head over heels.
Right, we're going to do one more, and then it'll be it, and then we're done. Thankfully. Oh, Fireshot's left. So Sean, you're in.
Thank you. In what?
In a car.
Excellent. Was fun. I can see Fireshot's extremely
happy. Was happy, yeah.
Until the early starts happening. Oh, Fireshot's actually feeling a bit upset by that, Knowlesy. What are you going to do?
Well, penalties for everyone.
Love it. Oh gosh.
Sorted.
It's getting a bit banterous in the old chat, Knowlesy. I think you need to step in and sort it out.
Well, it's meant to be a fun event. I know if people want to cheat at a fun event, I don't understand that, but okay. Sure, you need to pick a car. We're going to do Italy, and we're going to remove Australia, and then Italy's going to be our last track. And, ready up when you're ready.
Try and do what I say, and not what I do.
This is going to go well.
I'm going first, by the way, Twan, because I'm always the quicker one. What?
Okay.
Twan says he's a teammate down? I mean, has he not seen that I'm in the Mercedes, or don't I count as a driver? How rude.
He's not counting Ginger Rage as a driver. That'd be terrible. Anyway, this is the last race, so we've got to make an entertaining one, so we're putting Sean in.
I think I'm in the bad books anyway. Oh, Ayrton's asked, what flag is that? It's the Barbarians.
The Barbarian flag.
Yeah.
Right. Don't forget to load your setup, Sean.
I've got a setup.
That's alright then. That's why I need to load it.
But I don't want you to see it, Knowlesy, because it's a secret setup.
I can't see it.
What?
I'm spectating.
Oh, fuck! I haven't loaded it as well. Fucking hell! I have my controller the wrong way round.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry, Twan, but you're not going to do anything good in this one because
I'm going to be ruin it
for you. Sean's ruined it for you.
Hang on, could I reload my setup for just a second?
No. So yeah, we'll just wait for Samuel to load his setup and we can get going. Maybe he's actually going to load the right setup this time, Sean, unlike some people. And then we'll get underway.
How do I know who's
going to go first? And yeah, it looks like Twan, Emerson, and Young Lights have gone. Sorry, I couldn't see who was going there. Twan and Emerson fighting into turn one. Emerson's gone deep, and Twan's cut the chicane. He's not got a penalty for it, so he's carried on. Actually, that's fair enough. As yeah, we pushed a bit wide there from Emerson, but yeah, so we'll see what happens as we got Sean just jumping around on the start-finish straight. What are you doing?
Tactics. It's tactics. Because I'm going to get a run up, so that means I'm already at a safe speed. You see, that's what they should have been doing. It's a relay, isn't it?
Yep, you got it all sorted out, haven't you? Duran is actually leading this one, so he's doing a great job. It could come down to Ginger Rage to get the win for the Team Mercedes on this occasion. We'll have to see what happens. But, I don't know how. It's not Sam. It's not Duran. Sam commented, but they're all cutting the corner in Parabolica there, but not Parabolica. Ascari. But Emerson's on the back of Twan now with the slipstream into Parabolica. He's gone down the inside. He takes the lead. Twan's fighting back. But he can't. Oh, he's going to hold it. He's going to be side by side into the pits. He's going to be side by. Sean goes. Sean is off, and he's away. He's got a great lead. Look at him go.
That technically I cheated because I didn't cross the line.
Sean's flying away. Samuel's just cut the chicane. And he's cheating as well. Ginger Rage is leading the way. He's doing a great job in this session. What a result from Ginger Rage. He's smashing it for Team Mercedes. Yeah, fantastic stuff.
Hang on. Oh God. Thank you, Jeff. He's absolutely proud of me.
Commenting on Sean's race. He's loving
he said, well done, nice start. Are you proud of me, Alex? I was right on it like the ball.
He's got it all calculated to perfection. This is where he messes it up. In Ascari, he's going to ruin it. Oh, no,
I've got too much downforce, so I'm as slow as a bloody boat.
Samuel's right behind him. He's gaining on him, but don't forget to pit, Sean. You got to pit. You've got to have great turn into Parabolica, mate. That was a great turn. Look at that. Yes, it was. Nailed that. Twan's left the session.
Oh no!
He's ruined it for you. He's just ruined it for you.
Oh, you bastard.
Twan's gone. Sorry, Mercedes are already out. So it's just between. You can retire from the session now, Sean.
What? I'm doing so
between Young Lights and Emerson, or Red Bull and McLaren. Sorry. Sean was doing so well, and now it's all come to nothing because Twan's gone. But yeah, Emerson and Young Lights are battling side by side into the. Where's that? Oh, I've been kicked.
Knowlesy's been kicked. Let me do radio, shall we? This is absolutely fantastic. Oh, lights his house, Knowlesy. He's in the gravel. Oh, he's in the grass, Knowlesy.
Just send me an invite.
Oh yeah, okay. Hang on, where are you? Oh, you're under K. I think lights is going backwards. It's all gone to shit, Alex.
Just send me an invite.
Hang on. You don't pressure me. Shit, I've kicked my can over.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
How do I send you an invite?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't know how to send an invite.
Somebody send me an invite who's not a retard.
Hang on, I am now a smart Alex.
For God's sake.
Go
on then, send it.
There you go. Oh shit, was that Emerson? No, it wasn't. Oh shit! Oh dear, Lights is facing the wrong way. Grant is facing the wrong way as well. And Twang is leading. Does that mean that? Oh look, Alex, you're back.
I'm just joining, mate. Just give me a sec.
You don't want to see the shittery that's going on. Since you've gone, it's all gone to shit. It's all gone to shit, Knowlesy. This is what happens when you leave.
Oh no! Oh, this is terrible.
This is why you should never league ALR, because this is what will happen. They will go around the wrong way. They won't know what they're doing.
Decided just to go and reverse something. Okay, brilliant. Oh no, Emerson's going the right way around. I don't know what Sam's doing. Sam's going the wrong way. Young Lights is going the wrong way. So I think yeah, we've finished for this one. Ginger Rage's going to be P3. Samuel's ghosted through, Twan's ghosted through Samuel, rather. Emerson's going to come up against Samuel soon, I think. Is he going the right way now? Young Lights is retired from the session.
No, Sam's still going the wrong way.
Sam's still going the wrong way. He just tried to dive into Emerson, but it didn't work. Emerson's leading the way now, and yeah, I think that'll be it for lockdown laps, and we'll finish it here forever. So
is that it? Is it?
Yeah, we're finishing it now, mate. I've run out of ideas, and I'm hoping lockdown's over soon. No.
I'm actually really good because I was actually genuinely thinking how to do this lockdown event as well because you said I'm after race. So actually generally was to go backwards and forwards to get hers and to actually have a run up as well. I'm surprised no one else did that. That's not illegal, is it?
No, you thought outside the box, but within the rules, mate.
No, I couldn't believe it. Did you see how I launched off the grid there? I was absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant.
Because even if you're further back than the two that are on the grid, you still have so much momentum that you would just take the lead anyway.
You did.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Exactly.
It was live.
You were quietly impressed, weren't you?
Very impressed, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And everyone says that you're the brains. Well,
it's all you, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm actually the brains behind this outfit. But lol.
Oh, Sam's just missed Emerson again, I think. So yeah, we're just waiting for. Oh no, Twan's on the final lap now, isn't he? So yeah, Twan's gonna.
This is going to be tense. This is going to be tense because I don't think Emerson's got enough pace in that from Red Bull. It's only coming down by 10 per second, Alex.
I know. You're getting out of breath, aren't you, there, mate? So
yeah.
We'll have to wait and see if Emerson can catch up to. He's got the fastest lap, but I don't think it's going to be enough, is it, Sean?
It's not. Emerson needs to put his toe down and needs to be better at the game, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if he's going to go
behaviour.
Straight into Samuel. No, he's not. He's missed. He's missed. He's got the gap down to 13 seconds now. I don't know if because rules and flags are off. There's no penalties, of course, is there? So I forgot about that.
Damn it! I wasn't that far in front. I should have done that as well.
Nobody thought about that one, did they? He could actually catch up with Twan and win this one.
I think he's too far in front, Alex. I don't think it's enough. Does that mean that Mercedes wins? Does that mean I'll get a win?
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, definitely. Oh, don't spin it there. He's spun it. He's in the wall.
Oh, no. Emerson. Know your talent, son.
Know when you're beaten by the ghost car.
Come on! That means that we win. Yes, Twang. Why did he leave? I was really happy with that.
I don't know why he left. But anyway, we'll see what happens after this. This is over now. We don't have to worry about this anymore. So yeah, good job, everybody.
I reckon that we should have had like some kind of like short championship still.
Yeah, we did that, and it sucked.
Yeah, I know, but that's because people didn't make an effort. I'll be racing.
Anyway, we're just waiting for Sam. He's going backwards around the track now. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. He's just going to go backwards around the track for about 2 minutes, I imagine. I don't know where Emerson's car is because it's right there, isn't it? 'Cause he's binned it. Yeah. Sam's gone straight into him. And
Emerson is celebrating that crash.
Emerson's been pushed back over the line and now doesn't finish second.
Look at him, he's loving life. Yes.
What a celebration from Emerson there. He's very happy he's just been punted back over the finish line.
Did you see that? Look at that fat man in third position. That's me, Knowlesy. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Well done. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining us for Lockdown Laps number 12. That'll be it for Lockdown Laps now. Hopefully we'll get out of this lovely situation that we're in, or the world's in, quite soon. Well, pretty soon. That's about it really. And we'll see you another time for other ALR events. We've got gold on Sundays, every Sunday from now on. Now that we've had our connection issues from Codemasters sorted.
And some ginger,
every Mondays for silver.
Got his internet sorted.
Oh yeah, we've got that sorted. So Sundays for gold, Mondays for silver, and Tuesdays for bronze. But that'll be it for Lockdown Laps. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, guys.